I don't know why like everybody's making such a big deal about the Ukraine war and all this thing. Like, look, you're in the most advanced channel, okay? So let me tell you the most advanced truth. This war is belong to Russia, and look, nobody can save that. Nobody can save Ukraine, okay? Ukraine gonna get owned by Russia. Period. Is their war? Is Russia's war? Is Russia gonna take it? NATO's not gonna do nothing, okay? Like, chill with that. The one thing most people a fair amount of complaint is that, oh, killing the innocent people. That's one thing I don't like. You know, he should not be like, you know, in this modern warfare, you should not be doing excessive amount of this other stuff with like women, children, or, you know, tying people's hand in the back. Like, that's something I don't have toleration, you know. But when you have very like high amount of power, you're gonna take somebody else's land. That's it. That's just the way it works, okay? When you're a very big country, you have the big power, big money, you're gonna go get the other people around you. That's it. It's just gonna happen. And it's not fair if you look at from the Putin's or from the large country's point of view, or the powerful country's point of view. They do kind of deserve stuff, you know, like they do deserve to win the lands or extend the lands or bring the business. Goal is to more land, more profit. Whoever is really high up there, they're gonna do this. That's it. That's just the way the world work, and it always been like that. And you know what? Another thing with this whole NATO thingy, like, look, these are peacemaker, okay, which is good, and they should save it for like something massive happen, like massive, kind of like a world war. You know, those are the time like NATO is so important, like the treaty power, all of this. When whatever like Japanese did this to like Nanking, that's like some serious, like really messed up stuff. They should never, like, you know, it's a very dark war that happened on 1942 and the Pacific War. That's at the time NATO's really like it's necessary. Ukraine and Russian war is so small. It's such a small thing. Like, it's just Ukraine. You know, and then I don't know, I saw some video with the Trump where saying that Ukraine is like a really poor country, had like really bad financial stuff. So if you're struggling with money, if your country have a low money, somebody else gonna take it. Somebody else gonna take your land. That's just obvious. And you should be prepared no matter what. You know, what you've been doing all this year, like, you know, if you have a bad corrupt politicians, your number one priority is to fix your politicians or ask for external help, make some negotiation. You should be always learning. When you're government level, you already have the highest access. So from 1990, you should be, your goal is your people and how to improve the country. What happened after 2001? Like, we've been so modern. The world is been so modern. So when you have the money, like the president, the Congress of every country, they already know how to make the country better, how to make what is good for their people. So what have you been doing all this year? You know, you should be already having your weapons and everything's ready. Like, you should be already making your country much more stronger already. And I think Ukraine already have a good military power, but you should be like very strong. Like, every country should have a very good and strong defense power, period. You know, so what have you been doing all this time? You know, so you need that too. If that was in Russia, somebody else would have taken it over, you know. So you had to do your side of the job. So from a human point of view, no matter what lifestyle you're going or wherever you are, you have to have a saving, you have to have emergency funding, you have to have all of these things ready to go, no matter whatever excuse you have. If you have 100 kids, if you have 100 husband, 100 boyfriend, doesn't matter. You need to have this emergency backup, or you need to have a good credit. If you don't have a saving, you have to have a good credit that, listen, God forbid something really happen, or my house get burned down, I can rent a hotel with my kids or with myself to save myself. You have to have the skills already ready. You know, you should be having that right now, ready by now. Not because there's a war coming or something, but you have to have this ready by now. You know, like, if you don't have that, then that's your issue. That's your problems. You know, so government also, on other country government, also going to have something like that. Like, they should also have their treasury department all polished up. Everything should be secure. Like, you have to go hard. Like, you have to be very hard on yourself on these things. So that was a big message that I can tell you, that hey, this is how you should be seeing things. And the thing is, like, look, with the whole Ukraine thing, like, look, it's their war, and I'm not even concerned about this thing because it's such a laid back war. Also, another thing I forgot to say is this is the best time where Russia is doing their training, the full training, or World War III training they're doing right now with the small war. Because who are you gonna fire? There's nowhere to fire. This is the first time you fire at opposition countries or something. This is like the, you know how much power that they're gaining just by firing. You know how much things they're gonna celebrate a lot of party after they take over the whole country. They're gonna celebrate the whole thing. The economy gonna plumb up. Russia, Ukraine have to be like basically goodbye. There's no more country for them. And then Russia gonna have the best technology weapon. They're gonna have the best technology, best firepower. Their accuracy gonna go high. They know they're gonna learn. They're gonna get so many updates on every section of military that hey, this is how to do this. They're gonna gain more how-to power. They're gonna know how real world force looks like. Like sometimes I hear Russian ship went down, Russian tank went down. Like, to me it sounds like, what? Russian ship went down? It so sound like they're not even trying hard because they have so much power. It's like one of the United States ship went down, or one of the US truck got bursted. Like, bro, you know how much money US have? Like, you know, it's just like that. So this is the best training time they're having. Russia, first time a human to human training, but they should not be like hitting the innocent people. If you want to take the land, then like don't attack innocent people. That's the thing. I'm already moving ahead. Like, I'm waiting what's gonna happen for Hong Kong. I'm waiting what's gonna happen to Taiwan. Taiwan's gonna be next. Everybody know that, yo, the time is ticking. Taiwan's gonna be the next thing, the next big thing. And by now, Taiwan must be, hopefully Taiwan's doing some really serious homework, because Taiwan, you need to get ready with your finance, with your saving. You should be talking to the other country that, listen, I need to sign some contract. This is what they should be doing right now. They should be having some underground tunnel. They should have a massive like food backup, cold food, cold storage, nuclear saving and all that thing. They should be having that right now. So if Taiwan is not getting ready and few other countries are not getting ready, bro, like don't complain later on, because you know this is the beginning of modern war. So Russia gonna take it, you know, good for them. You know, they had the money. They've been so powerful from Soviet Union, so it's in their genes. They know how to win the battle. They know how to do this thing. They're very tactical, you know, good for them. Nobody gonna do nothing. There's, you know, when I hear this news on like the CNN news, and when I hear all this news, I'm like, bro, like I don't even like, what's the point of listening news now? Like, just listen to the news like 3 years later. You should watch news like one news per year or per 6 months. It's just a waste of video. There's so much of videos getting uploaded on YouTube. For what? You know, there's no point. So I don't even watch those news, because they're just like saying the repetitive like small news, like, oh, this what happened to this one building, this tank got bursted. I'm like, bro, you're wasting my time. I don't need to listen to this thing. Okay, so it's like I don't listen to any of that. You know, you do your own work. I'm busy with my homework. I had to do my homework. I need to clean my bathroom. I need to clean my garbage. Those are the things I'm doing right now. I should not be putting money, even though it's so satisfying to watch for many people, but you should not be watching this. Even though you want to click the video, don't just click. You need to have a control on your life, and you need to have you have to do your thing. Because look, governments are not even watching like that. They're just having a one briefing per night. Hey, Russia took over the city. That's it. They're just gonna have the main briefing on per day strategy, because their time is so valuable. So you as a public, or you as an audience, should also take a control of the outside news. You know, they're gonna give you a news, but you should not be listening to every news like that, you know. So you should be backing up yourself. You should constantly looking for a good interview, good job, upgrade yourself, upgrade your health, upgrade your family, have a emergency system set up for yourself. That's what you should be doing right now. Okay, so don't listen to these outside people. Stop wasting time on Facebook. Stop wasting time on Instagram, Snapchat. Don't just do whatever it is. Don't depend on partners. Don't depend on partner. Like, dude, no. Rather depend on your friends, but don't depend on your partner. if things are not stable. If things are very stable, if you guys are married, then yeah, sure, go depend on that. But don't depend on people for important stuff, like important like resource, like finance. You have to be build that for yourself. That's it, guys. That's the whole thing with the Ukraine. Look, nobody gonna win this thing, and it's Russia's business. And hopefully Ukraine has some backup with some other country. Go do that. But NATO can do so much. I don't think NATO gonna have so much other work and other issues gonna happen later on. They need to be prepared for that. And again, if you're a big, this is another main thing I want to say. When you're a big CEO, like me, of course, if you're a big CEO, there's a lot of NATO's gonna be messing with you too. Where when you're a big CEO, you wanna buy off some companies, and then the stock market gonna give you a hard time. They're gonna say, "Oh no, you should not do this. We're gonna defend you." Da 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 da. Every CEO have a very similar situation like that. Every boss have a similar situation like that. When you try to buy off something or take over someone else, or buy Apple, buy Amazon, buy anybody, or when somebody merge together or something massive change happen, everybody get pissed, even with the relationship too. When you cheat on the big celebrity, when you break up with the top celebrity, massive, everybody get pissed, everybody gets so nosy. So this is a CEO's problem. So president, CEO, they don't listen to this small mouth. Okay, there's a reason for that. So as much you move up on life, which everybody is, the only quality one who's making it to the top gonna all go through this whole Vladimir Putin and Trump and Biden issues. And when you're at the top, none of the small mouth is really like, sure, feedback is important, but you cannot take this small mouth too seriously. You're gonna have a lot of audience, you're gonna have a lot of press gonna complain about so many things. You have to keep doing what you're doing. You have to do everything legally. You have to do a lot of legal stuff. You have to focus on your thing. Do not pay attention to what other people say, or how breaking their feelings, or don't like the way you did it. They don't like your song. They don't like your artwork. They don't like your music. They don't like your contractor. Like, that's it. So don't even pay attention. Just focus on you, just like these presidents are doing. That's it. That's the way it is. That was my thing right there. Anyway, you can check the description at the bottom. Take a look. You're in the biggest network in human history, by the way. So definitely check out the description. You don't believe me, you'll see in the description what's there. The description looks like a rhymes. It's like a beautiful love song. That's how the description looks like. Hit the subscribe button, and hopefully you click the like button. This channel, this is the random section. Instagram is blowing off. We are everywhere. I'm inside all of your platform right now. Word. Yeah. Peace.